coming to you from an unknown location, at the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, bringing you the unknown. Welcome to another spine-tingling episode of Paranormal 411. Your hosts are David Reagan and Jason Scott, and together, they dive headfirst into the mysteries that lurk just beyond our understanding, featuring notable experts ready to share their insights into the world of the strange and unknown. So pull up a chair, pour a cup of something warm, and prepare to be enthralled. Here at Paranormal 411, we're not just a radio show, we're a community of truth seekers, adventurers of the mind, exploring the boundaries of the known and unknown. We invite you to join us, to share your thoughts, your experiences, your questions. Whether you've had your own encounter with the supernatural or you're simply intrigued by the inexplicable, we want to hear from you. So, don't be shy. Drop a comment and let's unravel the mysteries of the universe together. Buckle up as we journey beyond the veil of the ordinary, into the heart of the extraordinary. This is Paranormal 411, where the inexplicable meets reality and imagination takes flight. Stay tuned and remember, in the world of the paranormal, nothing is as it seems.
All right.
We
We are live
in living color.
here again. It's Saturday,
Hey, this is the third show this week.
third show this week.
Told you we was going to be doing them Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Oh, yeah,
We got a great show tonight.
we do. We're going to be talking about the great beast,
Yes,
Aleister Crowley.
Crowley. How was it? I was watching something yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, about him. And what was it? Let's see. Crowley rhymes. No, Crowley. His last name is pronounced Crowley
Okay.
because it rhymes with holy.
Okay. He probably changed that when he got holy.
That was one of his sayings. It was last name is Crowley because it rhymes with holy. I had to try to remember that, but now we are live on Spreaker, X, paranormal411.org, Facebook, and YouTube. We do have a new book out. Well, it's about to come out. We've got to do a little fixing on it, don't we, Jason?
Oh,
East
yeah.
Tennessee Hauntings and Lore, second edition. If you're looking to find us, you can do that at paranormal411.org, paranormal411 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We're also on Saturday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, WDJY FM. If you're in the metro Atlanta area, that is 99.1 FM. But that's all right. If you're not in the metro Atlanta area, you go to WDJYFM.com or paranormal411.org. Click on the link and you can listen to us there. It's every Saturday night at 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're also on Subspace Radio on the internet there and all of your favorite podcast platforms. Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Hey, we got a news break.
Uh-oh. What's the news break?
Remember July 27th, 2024, we will be at the Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Conference in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Yes. We will have our new books for sale there.
Yes, we will. A few shirts,
A lot of shirts.
a few hats, maybe.
I talked to Christian and them today.
All right.
Yeah.
So, we're going to be talking about Aleister Crowley. No, Crowley.
Crowley, because it rhymes with holy.
Because it rhymes with holy.
Yeah. Holy Crowley.
Or the beast, the great beast, which he was nicknamed
Yes.
666.
Yep. Just, a lot of people probably remember the pictures you see of him doing this,
Yeah.
you know,
Holding his horns out.
yeah, and stuff. So,
Aleister Crowley, often referred to as the Great Beast, was a figure who courted controversy throughout his whole life. He was born into a wealthy English family in 1875. His early exposure to religious fundamentalism
Liberalism?
shaped him for Christianity and sparked his lifelong quest for spiritual truth. His founding of Thelema, a new religious movement, and the order known as the AA.
Yeah, it has some little markings on it, so I'm not for sure exactly what that is, but
Well, it marked him as a prophet of a new age. Crowley's complex legacy as a poet, mountaineer, and occultist continues to fascinate and provoke debate to this day.
it does.
And there's a lot of information about him.
He wrote multiple books.
What was that one? The one that the Book of the Law.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He has also
that's his
the Book of Thoth.
his religion that he created, his
Yep.
Bible.
Yeah, the religion of Thelema,
Yeah,
Thelema or whatever.
Thelema.
He has a Book of Thoth that was out though. And he is a pretty prolific writer.
Yeah,
So, and painter.
painter.
Yes, he was a painter.
Wow,
Yeah.
I wonder what he painted.
I don't know.
We'll have to look some of that up.
Yeah, that'd be pretty neat. I know one picture he did do though, and we'll talk about it here in a little bit because it's pretty fascinating.
It is.
Because
I've seen that picture.
yes, it predates the anything else as far as that look goes, you know. So I don't know. It's kind of neat. You know, Crowley, his magical practices and that journey that he had began with his involvement in the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, where he delved into ceremonial magic, Kabbalah, and alchemy. Now, his practices included sex magic. Why not? Right?
Sex magic.
Yeah.
I need to study that.
Right. Most notably outlined in his reception of the Book of Law in 1904, which became the cornerstone of Thelema, the central or Thelema, whatever.
It
Looks
rhymes
like-
with Fatima.
Fatima. The central tenet, do what thou wilt, shall be the whole of the law, emphasized that the pursuit of one's true will. Crowley's ritual and his meditation and self-discovery are all geared towards achieving the great work, the realization of one's divine purposes.
So I got a question for you.
Yep.
What's the difference between true will and free will? What was there a difference, or was he actually free willing?
Probably free willing. Whoop whoop. I mean, come on, sex magic. You gotta be free something, right? Free balling. You know, I think that true will is something that's more like this is what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus
What you want to do.
yeah, free will as far as you know,
Sounds about right.
you go burn the house down, you know, just because that's what you felt like doing right now.
That's what if your true will was to actually be a murderer?
I guess according to the principles, you go be a murderer.
Wow.
It helps keep numbers down if you have enough of those, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you don't get 8+ billion people on the planet.
So, true will and Thelemic magic is designed to help the practitioner discover and perform their true will, which is believed to be their ultimate purpose or calling in life.
Right.
So you could go be a murderer. Yeah. Magical practices, it encompasses a range of practices, including ceremonial, magic, yoga, meditation, and the study of Kabbalah. You know what Kabbalah is?
What's Kabbalah?
I don't know. I was asking.
Oh, I thought you was about to enlighten me. The Kabbalah, I think that's a religion,
It
or
is.
it's a book anyway.
Yeah. They are used to explore consciousness and achieve self-mastery, which is something we all need to do.
I think so. Yeah.
But maybe not. I don't know. This is demonic to me.
Demonic?
Sort of. Well, he's
Oh.
pictured with horns. He was thought to be the Antichrist.
Yeah, we've also been called the same thing.
Yeah, you're right.
It seems like everybody that talks against the what goes on, right, for the normal people, right, the sheep that follows everybody, if you don't go along with the flow, then you're labeled something that makes you stand out as a bad guy.
Maybe that's what he wanted to do to get this across to people. I mean,
Sure.
it's very interesting. I know.
Well, I mean, most people don't know where this came from. Peace sign.
Peace sign.
That's his. Aleister Crowley gave it to the British government. Said, "We need to do more of this, and that will get rid of World War II."
He was also out jogging one day, and he took his shirt off, and it was a white shirt, and he wiped his face off with it, and it looked like a smiley face, and that's where that came from.
I thought that was
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do it a little joke.
Yeah.
That single barrel's crazy.
It's good stuff, isn't it?
So, Thelemic rituals often involve the use of specific symbols, gestures, and words of power, which are believed to have an effect on the practitioner's inner and outer world.
Right.
Practitioners may use various tools such as wands. I've been watching Harry Potter all day, so
so you know all about the wands.
Then got me a new TV. Been watching Harry Potter. So tools such as wands, cups, swords, and disc, which correspond to the elements of fire, water, air, and earth. So Thelemic cosmology includes deities drawn from ancient Egyptian religion, such as Nuit, Hadit, and I may screw these up, Rahur, Kuit, which represent different cosmic principles. While Thelemic magic emphasizes on personal freedom, it is guided by the ethical principle expressed in the phrase, "Love is the law." So it's not too bad. I just don't understand why they portray him as a demon in every video that I've seen.
Well, again, I think we go back to the same thing, right? When you have a new something else that you're trying to push out, that goes against the grain, they're going to label you a heretic, all these other names that they want to give you because they want people to not listen to you and run the other way, right? Stand in the corner with your fingers in your ear going, la, 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 like you did when you was a kid, right? Same thing. I just think it's done on purpose. Just think where we could be if we believed in love is the law.
Love.
Right.
How much greater can you get than love?
Right. Well, I mean, Christian Bible says God's love, so why would you not want that to be prevalent?
So love under will, which means that one's actions should be guided by love. And in service of one's true will, he defined that magic as the science and art of causing change to occur in conformity with will. And he spelled it with a K to distinguish it from stage magic. He saw magic as the essential method for a person to reach true understanding of the self and to act according to one's true will.
Now, you take all this stuff right here and you go into any new age store anywhere that sells crystals and sells incenses and all that stuff. What's really the difference between the two?
Right.
Not really any difference, if you ask me.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know. I just think that he was given a short hand when everybody tried to call him the devil.
Yeah.
No, don't that
He was an occultist. He
well, I mean, anything that goes against
yeah.
Christianity and all that other stuff is also called the occult.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he was doing these rituals that I don't think he actually murdered anybody
No.
or sacrificed anybody, but he was doing some pretty weird stuff. Like feeding, he had like people hanging upside down, and a skeleton was like next to him, and he would feed. I don't know. They said he would feed the skeleton blood, and that he used to drink the blood of infants too. That's just what I've heard and what I've just come across when you said we was going to do a show.
Right. I just want to know how many of those are actually.
But that's ritualistic
True.
stuff that he's supposedly done.
Right.
I think
the thing is that Aleister Crowley, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. He kept a very detailed diary of everything, and he believed in that. I don't think any of that stuff was in the diary. Again, I think that it's people trying to get people not to follow what he's talking about. So they'll put that demon type stuff, Christianity demon type stuff on him, you know?
So we do know that he did do rituals, but we don't know what kind. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. Now he did write a lot of books. So definitely read one of his books.
I'd like to read the book of Thoth.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds pretty
Book of
interesting.
Thoth. Yep, Thoth or whatever.
Thoth.
Yeah.
What does Thoth rhyme with?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Thoth.
Both.
Both. So, the practice of Thelemic magic. It's not just about, so the way that he explains it anyway, it's not just about achieving mundane goals, but is also seen as a path to spiritual enlightenment or the attainment of the knowledge of conversation of one's holy guardian angel. Does that sound like demon stuff to you?
No, no.
This is considered the great work of Thelema, or the how do you say that? I see Thelema.
Thelema.
So
it's like Crowley. His words are like saying he's pronouncing his words different.
right.
Crowley is really looks like Crawley,
It does.
and Thelema looks like Thelma.
It does look like Thelma. Tony, Thelma. It says Thelma. But anyway. Now, Crowley's magical diaries are a significant aspect of his magical practice. And Thelemic philosophy. So they serve as a record of his personal experiences, his experiments, his insights into the occult. And, there were a tool for his self-analysis and reflection, which allowed Crowley to meticulously document his magical workings, thoughts, results of his rituals. They contain detailed accounts of his daily activities, including the rituals he performed, the visions he experienced, What do you think about that?
Mm.
And the insights he gained from his magical practices. So, see, he kept a very detailed diary, and he believed in a very detailed diary. One of the most famous Crowley's diaries is John St. John, chronicles his 13-day magical working in Paris in 1908. It is considered a model. It is considered a model of what a magical record should be. Now, it demonstrates the principle, discipline, and attention to detail that Crowley believed were necessary for successful magical works. This diary provides an account of the experiences, which is the diary of a master of the temple. This one provides the account of experiences of Frater Akid, or Charles Stansfield Jones, one of Crowley's students. It includes Crowley's commentary and instructions, offering a unique perspective on the student-teacher relationship on context of magical training. That's how in-depth that, his diaries get.
Mm.
So with all this blood magic stuff, I don't know. I don't know if it goes there or not. Now, he has another notable diary, which is Tunisia, 1923. It's one that Crowley kept during his time in Tunisia.
Tunisia.
Maybe. In 1923. Now, after being expelled from Italy, Crowley's diaries from this period delve into a Kabbalistic and sexual magic, as well as his interactions with the Arab magic of North Africa. Crowley's magical diaries are not only a record of his own journey, but also serve as an instructional text for those interested in Thelemic magic. They illustrate the theory and practice of keeping a magical diary, which Crowley considered essential for the student of scientific illumination, his term for the teachings of
Thelema.
I have to keep looking at Jason. I look at it and I want to say Thelma.
Also, it's not Crowley, it's Crowley.
Crowley.
It rhymes with holy.
Holy rhymes with Crowley.
It's hard to.
It is. Aleister Crowley was a pretty influential person of his time.
Yeah. So, some instructional text was written by Crowley that outlined essential practices for students of Thelema. Okay, I'm doing good. And ceremonial magic. A brief overview. What is that? Liber E.
Vel exercitrium.
Yeah. Anyway, that provides instruction on the preliminary skills needed for magical work, such as the development of concentration, control of thought, and the recording of magical experiments. It includes exercises like yogic postures, breath control, concentration, which are foundational to achieving success in magic. Record keeping. He emphasized that the importance of keeping a detailed magical record, noting that the whatever order that is, AA, a spiritual organization he co-founded.
Yeah, AA. Alcoholics Anonymous. Yeah.
It might be where he got all this stuff.
Maybe.
Let's see. They wouldn't recognize any experiments that were not properly recorded. So Liber O deals with a more advanced practice of magic, including the performance of various rituals, the use of magical weapons, and the invocation of elemental and planetary forces.
So they invoked planetary forces and elemental. So
yes.
fire, earth, water, wind.
It describes the rituals of the pentagram and hexagram, which are used for invoking or banishing elementals and planetary energies. The text also covers the practice of rising on the planes, which is a visualization technique intended to expand the consciousness of the practitioner. Both texts are considered fundamental to the study and practice of Thelemic magic and provide a structured approach to developing the skills necessary for magical work. They are part of the thing that he founded of their curriculum and are classified as Class B publications, indicating that they are considered suggestive rather than declarative of the truth. I'll let you go on with that.
Well, do you want to go to break?
We can take a break. Take a quick break. We'll come back with more Crowley.
Aleister Crowley.
Aleister Crowley here.
Rhymes with holy.
Because it rhymes with holy.
Holy Crowley. Kind of like holy moly.
Remember, we're not on Podbean tonight. We're on Spreaker Live, Facebook Live, Xbook, X,
paranormal411.org, Facebook, YouTube,
Twitter, and that's about it. All of your favorite podcast platforms.
Join us.
So you ready to take a break?
Let's take it.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be back.
Right back.
What if the world we know is merely a fraction of reality? What if there are forces, entities, and phenomena that exist just beyond our comprehension in the shadows of the unknown? Welcome to Paranormal 411, your gateway to the unexplained and the downright chilling. Imagine, if you will, a quiet, sleepy town tucked away from the hustle and bustle of the city. The locals tell tales of a house atop a hill where strange lights flicker and eerie sounds echo in the dead of night. Some say it's haunted, others claim it's a portal to another realm. Whatever the truth, one thing is certain: those who venture there are never quite the same. Or picture this, a clear, starry night in the heart of the desert. Suddenly a blinding flash cuts across the sky, a craft of unknown origin moving at impossible speeds. It hovers, then vanishes, leaving only questions and a sense of awe. Could it be visitors from another world, or perhaps a secret government project? These stories, these encounters with the unknown, are what we love here at Paranormal 411. Our mission? To explore the unexplored, to question the unquestioned, and to shine a light into the darkest corners of the paranormal. We've journeyed through haunted houses and UFO sightings, and into the mysteries of cryptids and psychic phenomena, and pondered the existence of other dimensions. And yet, there is so much more to discover. Paranormal 411 is your guide to the unexplained and the extraordinary. Here we talk about the mysteries that lurk in the shadows of our world, from haunted houses and UFO sightings to cryptids and psychic phenomena. We love to question, to explore, and to understand the unknown. There's a world of mystery out there just waiting to be discovered. So why not join us on this journey into the unknown? Subscribe to our YouTube channel and become a part of the Paranormal 411 community. Together, we can uncover the secrets that the universe holds. Welcome to Paranormal 411. Your journey into the unknown starts here. Join us.
In the heart of Madisonville, Tennessee, lies a pizzeria like no other. Step through the door of Legends and Lore Pizzeria and be transported to a realm where paranormal and cryptid encounters, along with mouth-watering pizza, go hand in hand. Meet Eddie and his crew, who serve up slices of the supernatural along with the best pies in town. With the walls adorned with eerie artifacts, Indulge in piping hot slices that melt in your mouth and tease your taste buds. And it's not just the locals who love the incredible pizza. Legends and Lore has been selected as the best pizza joint in all of Monroe County. As lovers of everything pizza and the paranormal, the owners have mastered the art of crafting unforgettable combinations that will leave you wanting more. To stay connected with this mystical eatery, follow Legends and Lore Pizzeria on Facebook, where tales of their latest creations and upcoming specials will be shared. Make sure to browse their custom menu, featuring legendary pizzas like the Chupacabra Ranch and the Exorcist. So, whether you have an appetite for the supernatural or simply seek the best pizza in town, Legends and Lore is the place to be. Come for the unforgettable flavors, stay for the captivating stories, and find yourself in a world where legends and pizza collide.
Get ready to rock with the electrifying sound of Catalyst, a band that's sure to leave you wanting more. With their powerful lyrics and killer riffs, Catalyst is a great sound in the world of rock music. You can listen and find Catalyst on Bandcamp, or go to the link at paranormal411.org and click on their banner.
All right, we are back after that quick little break.
I like that.
Do you? You like
Yeah.
that?
That was good.
Pretty good. I'm about to get good at this stuff.
One of these days we may, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's commenting tonight.
I know no one's talking to us, nothing. I mean, it's like there's some people out there, but they're just hanging out, I guess.
I guess.
Hey, remember, we're live on Spreaker. We're also live on X, paranormal411.org, Facebook, and YouTube, where you may be watching this right now.
We're on Xbook.
X, yeah, Xbook. That's a new one. I like that. We do have a new book that's about to be out, right?
Yeah.
On Amazon. East
Yeah.
Tennessee Hauntings and Lore, 2nd edition.
Edition 2.
It's going to be nice. Now it's going to be available in hardback and paperback.
Yes.
It's going to be a very nice book. So actually, we already know it is a nice book. How many times have we read that thing from front?
I don't know.
5, 6, something like that.
5.
So we were on our 4th iteration, and we've got to fix it one more time before we finally put it out to you. Remember, if you're looking to find us, you can do that at paranormal411.org, paranormal411 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Also, Saturday nights, which is what? That's tonight. 10 p.m. on
WDJY.
Oh, I just saw you move something. I was like, what the hell?
I just got a piece of lint off.
Oh, I was expecting something about to happen. It's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WDJYFM.com. You could, if you live in the Metro Atlanta area, it is 99.1 FM. And if not, that's all right. You could listen to us at WDJYFM.com, or you could listen to us at paranormal411.org. Just click on that little link, take you right to it.
Subscribe, like,
yes,
comment,
do that. All those things.
Yeah, we need subscribers,
especially
on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, especially on YouTube. We're also on Subspace Radio, which is an internet radio station, and all of your favorite podcast platforms. Join us. And we're also on a radio station in Denver, a TV station in California.
Yeah, we still didn't look that information.
No, we did.
Yet.
Yeah, we keep promising that, but we never look it up. So we will do that sometime in the future. That's all we can promise. So we're going to continue talking about Mr. Crowley.
Aleister Crowley.
Yes.
And Thelema.
Now, here's where this stuff kind of got really exciting for me a little bit. Jason's going to show you a picture that Mr. Crowley.
Ruth says she's chopped liver.
You're not chopped liver.
We don't get the Spreaker. We do get the Spreaker. I don't know where you're listening. It says YouTube, but you might have been listening on Spreaker. No, we wasn't looking at Spreaker comments.
No, we weren't. Sorry, Ruth. But normally, Facebook, YouTube, X, those are the ones that we're always watching. She's been saying hi. Oops.
Well, hello.
Hello. How you doing, Ruth? So this is some of the stuff right here that I've seen in the past. Picture here. Oh, she was on Paranormal 411.
We don't get those either.
I know that's weird because that's a YouTube link there.
Yeah.
Unless, was you going all the way down to the YouTube video, Ruth, or was you in our just the little chat room on there? Because just below the chat room, we also have a YouTube that pops up down there. But again, this is the picture that he drew is something that made me really curious. Oh, she's in our chat room. Yeah. We hardly ever use our chat room anymore, don't we, Jason?
Yeah. Maybe we need to start.
Maybe we need to start. I think you're right. And you'll see here in a second when Jason shares the video or the picture. Now, this was before Betty and Barney Hill and any of that stuff. Before the first person ever started talking about the gray aliens and all that stuff. This is a picture of Lamb. I'm sorry. It's Lamb. Lam. That's what we're about to talk about just a little bit. Now, there's not a whole lot of information on Lamb. A lot more speculation than anything. But so in 1918.
Look, I showed the picture.
Oh, see, here he is. This is Lamb right here that Crowley was talking to. Now, if you look at the similarities, pretty similar to a gray alien. Doesn't have the giant big eyeballs, but everything else, pretty dang similar.
Yeah.
In 1918, Crowley embarked on the Amalantra workings. Now, this was a series of sex magic rituals that led to the encounter with an entity named Lamb. Now, he described him as an extraterrestrial being. Lamb's humanoid face with large dark eyes bears a striking resemblance to modern depictions of gray aliens. Now, this connection has led some to speculate about Crowley's influence on contemporary UFO mythology. The workings of Amalantra remains one of the most mysterious and talked about aspect of Crowley's esoteric legacies. Now, conversations between Aleister Crowley and the entity Lamb during the Amalantra workings are shrouded in a little bit of mystery because they're not fully documented. Now, however, it is known that Crowley's interactions with Lamb were part of his larger magical practice, which sought to explore higher states of consciousness and contact with otherworldly entities, which is what Lamb's supposed to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Crowley's work with Lamb is considered seminal event in the history of human consciousness, representing a moment where the veil between worlds was pierced through the depths of the human psyche. Now, the nature of their conversations is not explicitly detailed in Crowley's writings, but it is believed that the communication with Lamb involved deep esoteric and spiritual themes.
So this may have been a dimensional or interdimensional being that
Yes.
he spoke with.
Yep.
It's supposed to be the leader or the controller of our world.
No. He actually is way out in space.
Oh.
Way out in space. Now, Kenneth Grant, Crowley's protege and a significant figure in the occult, expanded on Crowley's work with Lamb. Now, Grant speculated that Lamb was a link between the star systems of Sirius and Andromeda, and a gateway to the void, which is a concept in Thelema, and the occult that represents the ultimate state of being or non-being. Pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
The idea that Crowley introduced the concept of the gray alien to the collective subconscious through his depiction of Lamb is a topic of interest in both the occult and ufology circles. Now, some occultists and ufologists retroactively think Lamb to later encounters with gray aliens, suggesting that Crowley's ritualistic workings may have opened a portal for extra-dimensional entities to visit our world. I've heard a lot of stuff like that, where they said that a lot of these magical things that he was doing, well, I mean, even in his writings, right? That's how he got to speaking with Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
And later on, more of those magical workings. And then all of a sudden, during this time, you get this explosion of UFO activity.
Right.
Because, I mean, during World War II, you had all kinds.
Foo Fighters.
The Foo Fighters. I mean, Project Blue Book was really big up and all through that time. So a lot of people think that he opened a dimensional portal that allowed these entities to start coming through. And I'm wondering if it may not have been literally a portal. Maybe Lamb is the one who taught him how to open the portal between the two.
Right. You know, I've been watching Skinwalker Ranch, and it looks like to me that they found a
A portal.
a wormhole
That
portal.
goes through the mesa.
through the mesa.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
It is. And there's something under the mesa. Don't know what it is, but
Well, when they drilled down, that whole drill became electrically charged.
Yeah. It was like really, it made one of the guys sick.
Mm-hmm.
His I forget what happened to him.
They said that they could taste metal in their mouth.
Taste metal in their mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's off subject, but I was thinking maybe these portals, wormholes, or whatever was opened around, this time.
Yep. I think it's possible. I mean, look at the picture.
Yeah.
The picture itself
Definitely
is
an
something.
alien.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, you can't deny that that's an alien.
Or it's somebody with a really big head. That's his brain. Big brain.
Maybe, hopefully intelligent, right? You get a brain that big.
Maybe.
It's funny though, because a brain this big denotes major intelligence, but our brains this size is still better than any computer that we produce.
Yeah.
Huh.
So the conversations with Lamb and the subsequent work are part of a broader context that includes Crowley's other magical practices and his philosophy of Thelema. The communication with entities like Lamb and Awas, the entity that dictated the book of the law.
Yep.
That's the one that was supposed to be the supreme ruler of the earth and everything. They are central to Crowley's belief in the potential for humans to evolve beyond their physical limitations and to commune with higher intelligence. While this go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think that's something that humans try to do all the time anyway.
Mm-hmm. Do you?
In ways.
Oh. While this specifies the specifics of Crowley's conversations with Lamb remain elusive, the legacy of these interactions continue to influence modern occultism and the search for spiritual growth through the contact with non-human entities. What do you think?
Well,
The resemblance between Aleister Crowley's depiction of the entity Lamb and the modern image of gray aliens is indeed striking. His drawing predates the popularization, like you said, of the gray aliens, which they became widespread after Betty and Barney Hill.
That's right. And that's 1961. And this was
1940.
Yeah, 40 something.
40 something.
So you have maybe about a 20-year difference between depictions. It's pretty crazy.
That's also in between the Roswell crash and
yep.
Pretty wild. Coincidence? Maybe not.
My
You ain't got
button's
your
up
button.
there.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
do it again. There we go.
We'll learn how this board works one of these years. Now, some believe that Crowley's depiction of Lamb may have influenced the collective subconscious, introducing the concept of the gray alien before it became a part of popular culture. Maybe. Now, others view gray aliens as spiritual entities, suggesting that Crowley's contact with Lamb was an early encounter with beings that would be later described as gray aliens. Possibly, right? Maybe. The link between occult practices and UFO sightings is also explored, with some suggesting that Crowley's magical workings could have opened a portal for extra-dimensional entities like Lamb to visit our world. There's also the argument that the gray alien image is a product of human imagination, representing traits that humans associate with intelligence, such as large eyes, large heads. Now, it is important to note that these interpretations are speculative and not universally accepted. So, it's all up to the way that you believe that they're going to be. I mean, it's up for your speculation.
Awful lot of pictures of gray aliens out there.
There is.
Most of them are fake, but
right.
Some of the military pictures, though, may not be. That depict it in a military setting, on a gurney and.
Right. You talking about the
autopsy, alien autopsy.
Me and my wife watched a movie on that the other day.
Really?
Where they got the original guy that brought the tapes forward, and he also said that part of it was reenacted, that they did a whole scene on it and everything and reenacted it, made the alien, the whole 9 yards. But it was only because the original tapes started getting so bad degraded because the air hit them between the time he saw them and the time that they bought them, that they had to do that to depict what was actually seen. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know.
Don't either, but I like watching that stuff.
It's
even
neat.
If it is fake.
It's neat. It really is. Now, Mr. Crowley was pretty influential in today's modern occultism, and that's probably a understatement, right? So he has literary works such as the Book of Thoth, Magic in Theory and Practice. They continue to be studied by those interested in esoteric knowledge. However, his life was not without controversy. There was accusations of black magic. You kind of talked about that a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some drug use, debauchery followed him. What's debauchery? Because I was reading something earlier, and I didn't add it to the show because it was hilarious to me.
It just sounds evil. Debauchery. Maybe debauchery is.
It's just, doing things that you should be doing. So like sleeping with other men's wives and things like that. It's debauchery. Yeah. So, but one of the ways that they explained him was that he touched himself.
I heard that.
Yeah. And so, that was one, excuse me, that was one way that they was like, oh, well, you shouldn't listen to this guy. He does those things that no one else does. So, I don't know, but these things still, they followed him, right? Now, this was also fueled by his own flamboyant persona and the moral standards of the time. And that's what we've been talking about for a little bit too, right? Despite this, Crowley's work has endured and his impact on the occult and popular culture remains significant.
Significant.
Well, if you look at most things when it comes to magic, when it comes to all of this kind of stuff, most of it goes right back to Crowley.
Yeah. Especially when you're talking of the things he may not have done.
Yes. That they accused him of doing just so people would, run away.
Black magic. He says he's never done black magic. He only did white magic.
Well, I mean, he sat there and talked about love.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the main rituals in his magic. So, it doesn't make sense. So keep reading. You want to start reading?
Yeah. Let's see. So Thelema went on to inspire many followers and influence the formation of other religious and occult movements, such as Wicca.
Mm-hmm.
So his work was adopted as scripture by the Ordo Templi Orientis, or the OTO. And his ideas continue to shape the foundations of various esoteric traditions. His legacy is a tapestry of high ambition, spiritual exploration, and cultural rebellion. His life teachings remain a subject of fascination and continue to resonate with those interested in the esoteric and the mystical and the philosophical. Whether viewed as a prophet or a visionary, his impact on the spiritual landscape of the modern world it's undeniable.
It is.
So what were some of the controversies?
You know, he was known for his extravagant lifestyle, including drug use, sexual liberation. I mean, hell,
Sounds like
that was just before the 60s and 70s, wasn't he? So, I mean,
he died in 47.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. He was just ahead of his time.
Sex.
Maybe. I mean,
that's why I found it AA. I'm sorry. I'm full of jokes.
That's funny. I like it. Which was scandalous for the time. If it would have been in the 60s or 70s, it would have been so scandalous, right? The media dubbed him the wickedest man in the world, and he was criticized for his practices and beliefs. Now, despite or perhaps because of his notoriety, Crowley's work has remained influential.
Yeah. Speaking of influence, his persona and philosophy they left a mark on pop culture, music, film, literature. Right. He's a symbol of counterculture and individualism, and his life work continues to inspire artists and thinkers.
Yeah, I mean, Ozzy Osbourne has a song, Mr. Crowley. Mr. Crowley.
Is it Crowley? Crowley?
Crowley.
What does Ozzy say?
He says Crowley.
He might have the same problem we do.
Probably.
But he did do extensive work in ceremonial magic too, and mysticism. So that's the foundation of modern occult practices.
Yes.
Maybe it was, I wonder when that movie came out. What was the name of that movie? It was banned in the United States. Faces of Death.
Oh, I remember Faces of Death. I went to over here by the old Food City and rented those tapes. They were VHS.
Now they done some crazy stuff with them. Crazy rituals.
Yeah, that was a weird videotapes. Yeah.
So he was really born Edward Alexander Crowley.
Yes. 1875.
And he was a devout Christian, raised a devout Christian, which a lot of people that are raised devout Christians are no longer devout Christians.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
I guess you get something shoved down your throat long enough.
His father was a preacher. He was deeply religious one time, but after his father's death, he began to question and ultimately reject Christianity.
Yep.
He was engaged in behaviors that are sinful they were considered sinful in his community,
Right.
and earning him the nickname, like we got the show titled The Beast.
The Beast.
The Great Beast. And he embraced that title.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty
His
crazy.
mother gave him that name.
Yeah, his mother named him the Beast.
The Beast. The Beast.
666. The Beast 666. That was one of the videos I watched. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start walking
But
around like that.
remember this? Yeah, peace
Peace.
and devil. He was confused.
Ah, maybe he was telling you that there's more than one end of the spectrum.
Maybe.
He was a poet.
Yeah,
He wrote a lot of poetry. He has a lot of works of poetry that have been.
let's just show a
publicized.
picture of him. Let's show a picture of him. Maybe if I can pull it up.
But
Here.
you know you could do it.
Maybe. Let's see here. See if this is it.
Yep, that's
That's
it.
it.
You did it. Look at you. You're getting really good at this,
This is the man,
Mr. Crowley.
Mr. Crowley. Yeah, let's hit that. Oh,
Nope, wrong. Hide citation.
anyway, that's him. If you can see him. And
Looks like a regular bloke to me.
yes, there was a few pictures on here. Now this is JFC Fuller.
Yep.
He was a British Army officer, and I don't know why it's up here. So, anyway, you seen him. Now you see us.
We're back.
What you got?
Well, I mean, I think to end the show,
Hey, we got an hour.
I know we got what we wanted, right?
We did.
When he founded the religion and philosophy of Thelema, which was based on a spiritual experience he had in Egypt in 1904. Now, during this experience, he claimed to have been contacted by a supernatural entity named Iwas, who dictated to him the Book of the Law, the sacred text of Thelema. This event marked the beginning of the Æon of Horus, according to Crowley, and Thelema's core tenet became, "Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law," emphasizing the pursuit of one's true will. 1904 is when that was founded.
1904.
I was just a twinkle in nobody's eye.
No, you was probably at fighter pilot.
Maybe, possibly.
One of them little biplanes.
Meow.
Oh, so I guess that's about it on Aleister Crowley.
Hey, Susan. How you doing?
Hi, Susan.
We need to have you on to do a show, Susan, sometime.
We do. We need to get your dog man story and maybe some others that you have.
They do. But I think that's the end of the show.
Yeah.
We have
Want to thank everybody for watching.
another short
listening.
show. Absolutely. Remember, we are live on Spreaker, X, paranormal411.org, Facebook, and YouTube. You can find our new book, East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore, 2nd edition, hopefully within about the next month, right?
Oh yeah, it'll be by then, about the next month.
Remember, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. We'll be on WDJYFM.com. That's 99.1 FM in Metro Atlanta. For everybody else that wants to listen to it, again, it's WDJYFM.com or paranormal411.org. You can click on the link on the front page. We're also on Subspace Radio, which is a radio, internet radio station, and all of your favorite podcast platforms. Join us. Yay!
Yes, join us, and we'll be back Tuesday, right?
Yes.
7 p.m.
Tuesday, 7 p.m.
We'll try to get Susan maybe to come on.
Yeah. We're doing good, Susan. And yes, one of our Tuesdays or Thursday shows, Susan.
Oh, yeah. So we'll come out and leave you guys to this.
Do you love the paranormal?